Been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't. Well, having said that, I want me some glory hole.
This is Silver and Blue Nation, the voice of the fans. Here's Big Game James and producer G.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!
Here we are.
You know, it's just a sad thing that you always. I'm tired of saying it's the same old Cowboys. I'm tired of saying that. I'm tired of. I'm putting my Texas down because I'm just mad right now. I'm tired of just the same old thing, G. It's the same old thing with the Cowboys. You know what I mean? It's just the same old story. Where do you start as far as where do you start? You can say Dak. You can say the offensive line. You can say Garrett. I mean, it's just a whole thing. And then people want to act like we're back. We weren't back. I said before that I posted on the page, don't get excited about that Giants win because they ain't good. I don't care if they beat the Texans. The Texans ain't sweet. You feel what I'm saying? Don't get excited about the Giants win because they ain't that good. You know what I mean? Be careful about Seattle. This a trap game. Contain Wilson, which we did for real, for real. If you look at Wilson, Russell Wilson had 192 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. The freaking Carson ran for 102, 32 carries, 3.2 yards on the carry. That's not a lot. They had nobody really killed us as far as a receiver. What's the little guy, Lockett? I think he had 77 yards on that ain't nothing. You feel me? We gave up the one play with Kayvon Frazier, but we really contained him. Keep him under 200 yards passing. The running back gets 100, but it's 32 carries. It's not like he hurt us. You feel me? But guess what? And G, they punted 8 times. So they punted 8 times. They basically didn't really do nothing on us. But once again, we can't get the ball down the field. 8 points against Carolina. Now we got we got 13, but that was garbage. It didn't matter. You feel me? Those points don't matter. And once again, Dak Prescott, 168 yards passing, averaging 165 yards as a whole. You're not winning games throwing 165 yards passing a game. And it's not just, I mean, he's playing bad right now. If we're talking about him being third year, he is what he is. I mean, I'm not hating on him, but bro, you are what you are after year 3. Where do we see hope and progression? Year 3, you're supposed to be not making those same mistakes. Yeah, the offensive line gave up 4 sacks. Yeah, the play calling wasn't the greatest. But how many times have I seen quarterbacks that have went through this kind of stuff and still made plays? You feel me? Like, I've seen quarterbacks make plays. I watched enough football. I've played it. I've coached. I've seen enough of it where I've seen quarterbacks still make plays, G. And that's just the problem. That's just the point. I'm not going to sit there and put it all on Dak Prescott because it's not. But I still seen quarterbacks make plays. And he's not making them. He won't throw it downfield. He keeps holding on to the ball. Man, come on. There was a few plays. How long was he back there in that pocket? And he still won't throw it? And, man, come on, dog. You checking down like every freaking play. We trying to get downfield. We down 24-13 the fourth quarter with like 3 minutes left in the game. And you still throwing these over the middle 3-yard passes? How many times did you throw it behind Zeke? I mean, it's bad, like for real. Like, I'm sorry, Romo. I'm sorry. Forgive me, Romo. Forgive me. Okay, I'm venting right now. Just let me vent right now, G. Forgive me, Romo. I didn't bash you, but you know, I was like, Dak, maybe we got the guy who was throwing the passes in the preseason. I was like, okay, because I was worried about in college, and don't none of y'all come at me telling me you told me so, because you didn't tell me nothing. Because I know everything about Dak Prescott. I know football. I know he wasn't the greatest passer, but I had to try to believe. You feel me? I got to try to believe because I saw things, you know what I'm saying? But then I found out it was Tony Romo that was 2016. That's what I found out. And then when I saw 2017 when he was going, then I found out the real. And there's nothing wrong with that. And so I said, you know what, I'm going to give him another chance. But guess what? I'm seeing the real, and it's just the real. Come on, man. Come on, y'all. Y'all know damn well if we get behind 14 points against any team, are we coming back and winning the game? Like, for real. We ain't coming back and winning. We can run Zeke and get 127 yards all he wants to, but it doesn't matter. We can't score freaking points. No team is scared of our offense. No team is scared of our receivers. No team is scared of our tight ends. And no team is definitely not scared of Dak Prescott. And we can have all the damn defense we want to. But as long as they keep staying on the field, they're going to eventually give up plays. And if we can't score, we're not going to win. And that's just a fact. And I don't know why we take on you see Pete Carroll over there, they're 0-2, and this dude is jumping around, getting his team all together, watch. You still see Jason Garrett still doing the same damn thing. Randy Gregory walks off the field, and you're calling his name. I posted on the page, you're calling his name. He don't even look at you. And you talking about you got control of the team on this all for nothing because you saying F words. For real, man. And it's Jerry's fault because he wants to keep him. And keeps wanting to believe in him like he's just the core. He's just going to keep trying to bring us in here. He's just going to keep bringing us in here. No, he's not. He's not winning it. You feel me? He's not winning it. So I don't know why you keep him. And why do you keep making, Dallas Cowboys were $5 billion. Dallas Cowboys we're the number one ranked money team, and we don't win nothing. And I'm getting tired of it. It's pissing me off. Because we put all this damn money into this. We put all this blood, sweat, and tears cheering on our team, and we still keep getting this same whack product. And I'm over it. I'm getting sick of it. Because we got a good team, and it's the same crap. And I knew it was going to happen. I tried to believe it. See what I'm saying? I be looking stupid. I be posting, we're going to win, and we get smacked again. You know what I'm saying? We get smacked again. And they weren't even a good team. They suck. I don't care. They ain't good. What weapons they have? What, Earl Thomas? Man, he come in there and get 7. Dude don't even practice 3 days. Sit there on Friday. Oh, I ain't practicing. Come in on the game, get 7 tackles and 2 interceptions? What the hell's going on? Somebody talk to me, because I don't understand it. Where is the sky? Where is the lining where we're opening, where we're going to see we're ever going to get to a Super Bowl? And these same teams and fans keep talking this trash to us, and we got to take it year after year. What can we say to them? We got Jason Garrett. That's what we're going to say to them? Oh, we're going to say we the richest team. But we the richest team, though. We still got them 5 Super Bowls. I don't bring up that argument when I'm talking to somebody. Because it's old. We talking 2018, and we need to win games, and I'm tired of seeing the same crap. It's just the same old crap, man. And I'm fed up with it. I'm fed up.
It's tough to watch, man. It feels like we're right back to square one like we started after week 1, that same feeling where you're kind of hopeless. You don't know what the answers are right away, but you definitely feel like some changes need to be made this week. So what's going to happen this week? What's going to have to change?
Man, ain't nothing going to happen. It pisses me off. What is he going to say now? What are you going to say now, Jerry? What are you going to tell us now? I mean, what's he going to tell us now? You know what I'm saying? We always building and do the draft and blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, we have a good team, and it's just crap. You feel me? We got to go in the draft and look for another quarterback because we all know damn Dak Prescott ain't the answer. Come on, man. Unless it shows a miracle. And I don't care. Anybody else listening, y'all so-called experts that know whatever, I don't care. Y'all know it. We all know it. That people been telling me. I've been knowing. I've been trying to just believe, folks. You ain't telling me nothing I don't know, okay? Because I watch them too. You feel me? Don't we, G? Were we ever like super 100 behind Dak? We were like, hey, let's give him a chance. Let's see. But come on, dog. But you can't tell me there's a coordinator, even with that can't make him do some kind of plays. There's got to be coordinator. You can't do some plays, and Jason Garrett, you just over there sitting over there by yourself, just clapping. You don't talk to nobody on the team. You don't go on the sideline. You don't go over there and say nothing to him. You're just over there with your damn glasses on clapping. I don't want to see you clap no more.
Yeah, you would hope to see more improvement than what we've seen so far from our quarterback going into year 3. And it just hasn't been there. If anything, we've seen a regression. We talked about it off the air. Going back to 2016 to now, we've seen a regression. If anything, not much improvement in his game so far. And everybody who's tuning in right now, we appreciate all of you. Keep your comments coming in.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm pissed. I'm sorry, John. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm just mad, man. I tried to be calm. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off right now. I was trying to be calm. I was like, I'm going to come over here and just do the show and be normal, just, yeah, blah, blah. But then once it starts to getting in me, it's kind of like, okay, I'm not abusive, but my child get it out of the way, he get a whoopings. Sorry. Okay, you get a whooping. But you know what? When I start just doing it, I get more mad because I think of more grades and lies and all kind of stuff starts coming out. You feel me?
Appreciate everybody who's tuning in on Facebook Live and YouTube. Make sure you subscribe there if you aren't already for more post-game reactions as well as game previews every week, every Sunday. This is where we do it right here on Silver and Blue Nation. If you're watching on Big Game James' Facebook page, make sure you come over to the Silver and Blue Nation Facebook page and leave your comments. Everybody get in here with your comments. Let's get our frustrations out. Let's air the grievances. A lot going on right here. No immediate answers. Just kind of soaking this in.
We don't even have highlights, dog.
There's no highlights.
I mean, we can't even post highlights of our team. I'm not posting that on the page.
Why would you?
What am I post?
Nobody's liking
Nobody's liking and looking at it. And then with the viewership. What kind of viewership? I'm not viewing it. The hell, if I'm looking, man, turn that off. Just turn it off. Because I ain't looking at it no more because I'm done with it. And I'm not saying I'm done with my team, but I'm done with it. And everybody knows, like, hey, let's keep it real. I'm not bringing up the Romo thing. We know, but damn. If you just look at it, it just hurts sometimes when you look and you be like, I'm just keeping it real. I'm just telling you my heart, okay?
It's that what if.
Yeah, so what if? I'll be sitting there looking at the offense like, damn, if Romo never got hurt. When I see Dak playing like that, I'm like, damn, what if Romo just never – I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. Do y'all understand me? I don't want to think it. I don't want to say it. But you know what? I be thinking like, damn, what if Romo was back there with Ezekiel Elliott? Because you know what? If Romo was back there, somebody could throw that ball. I'll be sitting there like, yeah, y'all in trouble now because you can't sit on our passes because we can go deep on you. We can do whatever we want. And then when you try to guard us, we can run. The offensive line may not play good, but how many times does Romo have a tore-up offensive line and still get us down the field and win games? And I'm not trying to bring up the Romo lover. I'm bleeding my heart right now. So the rest of y'all can kiss my ass if you don't like it. That's just what I feel. You understand? Because I feel that he could just kill the Seahawks right now. Somebody killed them because they weren't good, G.
It's tough to watch right now. It really is, especially when you feel like, I was saying this too off the air, it always feels like you either you got a good quarterback with a bad team or you got a really good team and you can't find the right quarterback. And, I mean, the jury's still out, but at this point, are you signing Dak Prescott to a long-term deal?
Hell no. Come on.
Let us know in the comments. Are you going to sign Dak to a long-term deal?
I'm not signing Dak Prescott no long-term deal. Are you crazy? I mean, I'm not hating on you, dog. And
I just want to know because I think a lot of people are still on the support wagon.
I mean, I'm not signing to a long-term deal. The way it is right now, for what? I mean, what would show you that we would sign Dak Prescott to a long-term deal right now? Let's keep it all the way real. What is it? This is year 3. He has looked like he has regressed from year 1. Where are you looking from? Year 3 is where you're supposed to know the player.
You have to improve by this time.
You have to know the player by year 3. What is anything telling you that he is the guy to take us to the promised land? Like, come the hell on.
Let me jump into some of these recent Facebook Live comments here. Carlos Martinez in there with us. Richard Pinion, appreciate it. Mike Youngblood Dickens says, yeah, Dak ain't it. Meskin Tony says, yeah, you right. Marvin Hargrove says, keep it 5,000. Viper says, Cooper Rush. I don't think that's the answer either, not right now.
Hell no. Cooper Rush ain't coming in and doing nothing.
Tristan.
And you should know it.
Tristan Cardenas says, I'm done wearing my Dak jersey. It's just embarrassing. Regina said Romo killed us several times. That's true, but you knew you still had a chance to win that game.
But you had a chance with Romo, and you knew it. You know when you was down. When we were down, when they jumped on us, when was it 24-6? Did you think the game was when it was 17-6?
I've been saying if we get down by more than one possession,
it's
that's
over.
pretty much it.
Yeah, we knew Romo threw damn interceptions. He pissed you off. He pissed me off. But you knew he could bring us back.
This team is not built to be down by more than one possession. This team's built to play with a lead.
Oh, I put Linehan on blast. People trying to say it's not all Dak. I'll put Linehan on blast. Don't ask me to act like Linehan. Scott Linehan is innocent. I just said if you was listening, can't you create something for Dak to make him work? But at the end of the day, he's got to still throw the ball. I'm coach. You can have play calls all you want, and even if they ain't the best play calls, even if they ain't the best play calls, your quarterback should be able to make some plays.
As a coach, your job is to use a player to the best of their abilities, put them in the best position to succeed, and take advantage of their strengths. And we haven't seen that be able to be done. I talked about it before the pregame about maybe Jason Garrett should go back to calling the plays because he seems to be best suited as an offensive coordinator.
Man, he sucks. I'm tired of Jason Garrett, and I backed him too. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to bring it up one last time. My sister hates you, Jason Garrett. She hates you. And if she's listening on the show, she's going to jump right on here and say she hates you. And I was like, come on, sis. Come on, sis. No, sis. Come on, give him a chance. Give him a chance. And deep in my heart, see, here's the thing. Deep in my heart, I know these things. But I'm like, okay, I always try to give people a chance. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Libra. If you look at the sign, I do the scales. So I try to give everybody a chance. You feel me? Deep in my heart, though, I be feeling things. Okay? And those feelings were right about Garrett. So what are we supposed to believe? What, it's year 8 now? Now he going to take us to the promised land. After year 10.
This is year 9.
Man, you feel me? Marvin Lewis been there how long?
He at least gets playoffs every year.
He at least gets to the playoffs every year. We don't even get there. We got one playoff win with this dude, Jerry, and you still want to keep him?
I got a question for you. What can we say about Dez Bryant now?
Man, that Dez ain't got nothing to do with this.
I'm saying, was Dez as bad as we thought, or was it Dak?
Yeah. I'm sorry, Dez. I apologize.
Because a lot of people in here talking about bring back Dez. I don't want to bring him back because I don't think that matters.
But Dez has something to do with it, too, as far as the attitude thing, I think. But you know what? I am sorry, Dez. I apologize. Forgive me.
And don't forget, guys, this is instant reaction, raw emotions coming out right here, right after the game.
It's still real.
Everything's resonating, so.
But I'm sorry, Dez. Yep.
Eddie says draft a quarterback. We need one. Appreciate everybody tuning in, leaving comments with us on YouTube and Facebook Live. There's so many coming. It's hard to get everybody, but I can give a few shout-outs. Julius Williams said Jason Garrett sucked as offensive coordinator. He wasn't the greatest, but we did have a top 10 offense, but we did have Romo every year too, so you could argue a little bit of both there. Kenneth Colin's in there. Daniel Fawcett, Mark Scott looking at YouTube right now. Hughie Pacino live, good one. Doug Garrett. Make sure you guys go tune in on YouTube as well and give us a subscribe there and a thumbs up if you're watching there, and then go like us on Facebook too. And if you're watching on Big Game James Facebook page, jump over to the Silver and Blue Nation page and leave your comments there.
Can I ask you something, G?
Let's go.
Alec Cash, my dog, he jumped in here. He said Zeke had the worst good game ever. And I feel him on that. I just happened to look at that comment.
Got his first 100-yard
Can I ask you
game.
something? How come nobody ever says nothing to Zeke?
We talked about him.
But we do. But when we say something about it, everybody jump on us like, no. But he was sitting on that bench again, just sitting there in la-la land. I ain't trying. But you a leader
That
of the
fumble
team.
was big too.
And that fumble was big, and the out of bounds was big because it was
That out of
7-0.
bounds
That
was
was a
huge.
touchdown. He took that back. Now, as a player, you're supposed to know that. So yes, you got 127 yards rushing, but it didn't look like I didn't look at that. You feel me? I didn't look at the 127
It didn't
yards he
even
had
feel like
rushing. I didn't look at that 7-point yard one on the carry. I didn't look at that. All I seen was that critical fumble, but I seen more than that. I seen that out of bounds when it was 7-7 or 7-0. We were driving. You needed Dak to get some damn confidence out there. We needed Dak to get something, right? And then he going to get out of bounds and could take the touchdown back. That changed the whole momentum of the game. So it's kind of like, Zeke, you the dog, you the man. You got to continue to show more leadership, not just after the game is over in the locker room, on that field.
Bob Heck says Zeke looks like he's rusty. I said he looked a little slow at one point in the game, But, he always kind of has that type of
I don't think his
type of body language. Ryan Dye says we should give up on the season, start over, start talking draft. Let's tank it now, get a good draft pick. I mentioned Dwayne Haskins, a potential quarterback.
That boy's nasty. Well, did you see the dude from Oregon, that big boy?
There's a few guys.
There's a lot of guys. We still have Mike White. I mean, I'm just not trying to just throw Dak in the garbage, and I apologize to people if y'all think I am. I'm not that type of dude, man. Like, G, I've been riding with Dak from day one, haven't I? You feel me? Like, I've been riding with him. When I've been taking the bullets for this dude, like, straight up. I've been taking hella heat for riding with Dak. People been shooting me with bullets. Blah, blah, this, Dak. I had a low-key ban on the page because they was going nuts on me with Dak, and I was still defending, even though I knew a lot of things they were saying was right. But you got to be respectful when you're talking to me about it. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I knew those things. But come on, I know football. And y'all, anybody can't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you can tell me something. I know a lot of people know more than me, but I do know a little bit. But at the end of the day, I know that he ain't the man.
How about Earl Thomas with the 2 picks?
That's why I said and bowing in front of us.
To Dak's credit, a lot of his interceptions do come off of tipped balls, but that still doesn't negate the fact that he don't throw the ball down the field.
That's why, though, because everybody is sitting on the damn routes. That's why you can have a jet swing, a lot of hands in there, because you know what? Dak is only going to throw it over the middle. You feel me? Like, we challenge the Giants just because I almost want to – have you ever watched Scarface?
Yeah.
So you remember when he goes, so you believe him because Sosa says so?
Yeah.
So you going deep because Landon Collins still says so? You feel me? And then the next week you don't even try it.
Duke Wilson in our Facebook Live comments says, make a move for Jameis Winston.
Hell no.
You like Teddy Bridgewater.
Thank you for bringing it up because I almost forgot it. So I made the post. Why wouldn't we get? What would you think about trading for Teddy Bridgewater? Would you want to possibly do that? Some people say yes. People said no. I guess he had the $5 million hook, but we could have afforded him if we wanted to get him. We could have afforded him. So you're not going to tell me that Teddy Bridgewater couldn't have did a little bit better than Dak Prescott today? I mean, Teddy Bridgewater is made of freaking bread. I mean, he is brittle. But at the end of the day, he can throw the ball better. And at the end of the day, when he was with them Vikings, reason why the Vikings were good, he took them there. Is that not correct? He led that championship team when they were getting there. It was him. Mm-hmm. He started all that. You feel me? So it wasn't like he was a bum quarterback. He was legit quarterback. Why wouldn't you have took him as a backup over Cooper freaking Rush? So you have a game like this where Dak is playing uneven. You bring in a Teddy Bridgewater, you possibly could win the game. That's what coaching does. But no, we're okay with what we got. We got Cooper Rush, an undrafted guy from Central Michigan with no arm. Roger that.
Man. So, good one over here on our YouTube live comments says that we're not talking about the slow starts to the game. I mean, I said that before the game started, that I was looking for some consistency. They needed to come out here and get a fast start like we saw last week, and you didn't see that. That's why the tone was set early on in this game. Right away, I just had a bad vibe, bad feeling from this game. And as we were sitting there watching the game, it's 3rd and 7. I'm like, we're not getting this before the play even happens. I already know we're not getting this.
Right.
And then they don't get it. And that's just the way it goes. I mean, you just don't have any confidence right now when you watch this team. It's rough. I saw someone in our Facebook Live comments say 13 long games to go. Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's going to be a long ride the rest of this season and not a good one, if it keeps looking like this. But you know what I see happening, though? Because this is Jason Garrett's pattern. This is the way this team has gone.
They'll bounce
Next week,
back
we're going to come back and win. We'll be 2-2, feel all right.
And I said 2-2.
We'll have an 8-8 season. Like, that's probably what's going to happen.
And he needs to get fired.
But 8-8 is mediocre enough.
No, it's not. No, it's not, because 8-8 should not get you in the playoffs for sure, because the NFC is better. And if you go 8-8, you need to be fired. And if we go 8-8, fired. And if Jerry keeps that dude, I'm protesting.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I'm protesting. I don't give a hell.
I think Jerry sees that Like I said before, too, Jason Garrett never gets a chance to have a stretch bad enough for long enough. He never gets to have a long enough of a bad stretch to actually be fired, because as soon as he loses 2, he's going to win that third one. He never loses more than 3 or 4 in a row.
But that's that fool's gold.
Exactly, but that's what Jerry falls for. And
Right.
That's why, and we keep buying stuff and watching, and as long as we do, that's going to keep happening.
I've been getting my stuff.
Garrett's
at
the
flea
safe,
I've
cheap
been getting
option.
some of my stuff at the flea market.
Garrett's not going to put any resistance to Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett's been there for 10 years. Have we ever heard of a riffraff between him and Jerry Jones?
No, because they so
But
buddy-buddy.
We have heard of it between Bill Parcells. We have heard of it with Jimmy Johnson. So as long as, Garrett's not ever going to give
he's a yes
any,
man, like
Yeah.
Campo and all them other guys.
Yep. Campo only went because there was a lot of pressure for him to leave after 3, 5, and 11 seasons.
He had to.
But he was one of them guys, though, where he's not going to resist anything that's said to him from Jerry or
Because
Steven.
he's just
gonna do what
grateful.
they say.
He's just grateful he got that job, because who the hell's
Everybody calls him a puppet, and they're right about that.
But I'm saying, who in the hell's really, if Jason Garrett gets fired, are you jumping to hire Jason Garrett as your head coach, dog?
I'd be curious to see.
I want to see that too. Please show me,
Because
if somebody fires, because they're what? They're going to look at the record.
Yeah, I mean, surprisingly, a lot of guys, would be considered successful if you have anything above 500 as a winning, as your record.
But look at, it's been what, 8-8, 8-8, 8-8, and then you had 2 good seasons that saved you as what, the second all-time winningest coach with the Dez Cowboys history, because you had 2 winning seasons with Romo. Well, Romo and Dak. But I think you snuck up on the league. You're scared. You snuck up on the league. Nobody saw it. And what happens? The league catches on the next year. And guess what? We're still the same guys. They caught up. How come we're still outdated? Guess what? We were talking about Jeff Fisher. And I ain't going to keep talking about your boy from the Rams, because there's other coaches that do it too. But hot damn, they get an old lame duck whack coach, Jeff Fisher. He made Jeff Goff look like trash. He made Todd Gurley look terrible, and then he gets fired. They get the new blood. They get a innovative mind. They get aggressive. They say, we're not taking no for an answer. We're getting a championship now. We're not waiting for 10 years because we got 10 draft picks, and we're going to wait another 10 years.
Just look at the Eagles.
But I'm saying, though, but look what the Rams are doing. Everybody thought Jeff Goff, I thought he could be a bust. Look at him. He balling now. Now you got Todd Gurley, who fell off after his rookie year. He balled out. His second year looks terrible. Then he comes back and he's balling again.
I see people in our Facebook Live comments, Josh Steele and Justin Varnando and Bob Patterson, talking about adding Bill Cow or Jerry Burnell.
No, have we not learned a lesson with damn John Gruden? It's over. John Gruden just took them dudes for $100 million. That game done passed that dude, and he ain't winning no damn Super Bowl. You should have knew it. When people were calling for him, were we calling for him, G?
John Gruden?
Yeah.
No. Nope. Don't be fooled by.
Don't
talk
be
about
fooled.
fool's gold.
He ain't even did nothing. You feel me? He ain't did nothing. We need one of them young guys. We need one of them these aggressive type guys,
like a Chris Richard.
No, actually, we need a new owner.
I was going to say, one thing I can tell you is that the owner is not
matter.
He's not going to hire a guy that's going to give him resistance.
Exactly. So guess what? We're stuck because the Joneses ain't going nowhere.
You don't think Steven might be a little bit different when it comes to hiring head coaches?
But the way he's acting right now, Steven, it's like
it feels like Garrett is Jerry's guy.
Yes, that
more
does.
so than Stevens.
That's true. But Stevens got to show me, because he acting weird too. He act weird too, but I don't know. I can at least give him a chance. But Jerry, we ain't winning no more nothing under Jerry. Y'all can tell me what y'all want. We ain't winning no, and this ain't no, this is, you overreacting. What you going to tell me now? It's only 3 games. Because the first game it's only game 1. It's only 1 game. Don't you overreacting? Well, it's 3 games. What you going to tell me? It's only 3 games.
Teresa Ogle says, what about Nick Saban?
I'll take some Nick Saban, but he came in.
What about Jim Harbaugh? I feel like I would fresh Jim Harbaugh.
He did better in the pros than college. I think he's more a pro guy.
I feel like he'd help with the culture. But
it
don't
don't matter with Jerry. You feel me? It's almost like.
But we need a guy who is not afraid to stand up to Jerry, that Jerry will hire, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but who is that? And is Jerry going to do that now? His
I don't
old
know.
senile. Because it seems like Stephen Jones makes the damn decisions now, a lot of.
A lot of people in our Facebook Live comments are talking about Dez Bryant. Let's not worry about Dez.
Man, Dez
wouldn't
ain't
make
here.
a
Dez
difference.
would make no damn difference on our team. I don't know why people are screaming for Dez Bryant. I ain't even gonna hate on him. I already apologized to him. I said I was sorry. But at the end of the day, Dez Bryant wouldn't have did nothing for us. He wouldn't have made our team better. It's not – nobody else is taking him, but I'm not saying they ain't blackballed him because they could have. But at the end of the day, I mean, we wouldn't have did nothing more with Dez Bryant. Come on, man. Somebody still got to get the ball to him.
Michael Ray says, build around Dak. He and Zeke can win. I mean, what else do we need to add, Michael? Let us know. What wide receivers? I mean, number one wide receivers don't win Super Bowls. That's a proven fact.
We do need to get – looks like we
What
need
else
some
do we
better
need?
receivers.
We got running back, wide receivers.
Our tight ends aren't that good.
That was my biggest question mark coming into the season.
Our tight ends are not that
unknowns.
good. Yeah, our tight ends are not that good.
Receiver and tight end.
Yeah, our tight ends aren't good.
Yep. So, this is going to be, it's always a rough week when the Cowboys lose.
But even when you said it last week, G. You called it. You said we beat the Giants, but I'm not happy.
Not at all.
Didn't you say that?
How could you have felt good? I mean,
you couldn't. I mean,
actually, today's stat line minus the turnovers was better than last week.
Wow.
So what's that tell you? Zeke didn't have 130 yards rushing last week. Dak didn't have over 100. He only had 160 passing last week.
And he was 19 of 34 for 168, 1 touchdown and 2 picks.
The 2 picks, like I said, came off of bounce off of hands, which seems to happen to him.
First one was Gallup's fault because he should have held on to that.
And then,
but still,
that was a great play by Earl Thomas.
But at the end of the day, it's still a freaking 7. Now listen, what we're talking about, G, and I was telling you, if we threw a slant pass every play, we beat you. We beat the hell out of you. We would beat the hell out of you if we slanted you to death. Because Dak can kill you on a slant pass. He can kill you on that slant pass all day.
So do you think that if we had a better tight end and receiver core, is that going to be what Dak needs to make him more successful? I mean, what do you think?
I don't know, man.
Can Dak be more successful? Or is he just, like I said, Tim Tebow?
You've been saying Tim Tebow, and you said it for a long time now, and I know you ain't going to – G's been saying Tim Tebow, and I've been trying to say, no, he ain't. And I'll be like, man, he built like him, he looked like him, he throw like him. But I'm just not going to try to say it, but I'm just going to keep quiet. But
not quite as limited as a passer, but pretty close.
But he's limited right now. It just seems like
Hulk Logan says we need a better scheme in our Facebook Live comments.
We do need a better scheme.
Richard Elizondo says, call Uncle Rico. He can throw the ball over the mountains. Talking about from Napoleon Dynamite.
But for real, though, I mean, I hear you, Hulk, but
Ryan
Hulk,
Dye,
really?
Ryan Dye says, why did they put Rico in and then take him out after the penalty at the end?
Because that's what Dallas does.
Yeah.
Well, you messed up one time, you don't play the rest of the game. But you get these other players that mess up all time, and they keep playing.
A lot of questionable decisions being made out there every week, really.
Yeah, it's just –
I just don't like the inconsistency. I said that before the game. I wanted to see consistency, and we didn't see it.
You said it last week. I said it on my page. Go through my page. I said we need consistency. This is a trap game because they're 0-2. They're at home, and Russell Wilson. But it wasn't even that. It was like the damn coaching. It just – and players got to play. Coaches can't go out there and make the plays. Coaches can't block. Coaches can't tackle. Coaches can't throw the ball. They can't do none of that. But there's a reason why they're out there. There's a reason why they have coaches. Is that not correct? And all I know is I seen Pete Carroll getting his team fired up, ready to whoop this team. And it's just like the same old, I don't know if we're unprepared. It just seems like the same old unprepared, unenthusiastic, whatever, same old Cowboys. Doesn't it look? Aren't we tired of saying the same old Cowboys? People say it to us.
Years.
Aren't you tired, folks, of hearing that same thing people say to us? Same old Cowboys. I'm tired of hearing it. I'm tired of saying it.
One thing Stephen A. Smith always says is that the Cowboys are one play away from a disaster.
Right.
And it's true.
Everybody says it's the same old Cowboys. And you just said it too, G. How many times have we seen games where the ball will bounce off and they'll get the interception, pick it up and run for a touchdown? The ball bounce our way. We don't do it. We drop it.
We've never
or
done
it falls
that.
right in front of them.
We
never get the ball seems to bounce our way to make a big play and just start creating havoc. It never happens. And I'm telling you, dog, I don't care if you coached, if you did any kind of thing, man. When you start getting that coach that's a lame, I don't care. People can play hard or give him his respect. But when a coach's voice is gone, it don't matter if you're playing hard. Like, I go to work and I'm going to do what I need to do. But if I don't like my boss, I ain't listening to nothing he telling me.
Let me jump in here with some shout-outs. I'm looking over here at our YouTube channel. We've got 2D Castello, J215 Hood, Fane JP, Dominique Alston, Travis Powell, One and Done, Rudy Chavez, Smokey, B-Mode 32, Prescott TV 361. I love these YouTube handles. Mark Scott, Kevin Kincaid, and then Kelly Sanders on Facebook Live says Dak hangs on to the ball way too long.
Hell yeah.
Yes, and I believe he's afraid to take chances.
Right, take the chance, Dak. Throw it.
He don't want to throw interceptions.
Throw it.
You got to take chances.
Man, throw that damn ball. Hey,
look at what Pat Mahomes is doing.
Oh,
man.
my God. Don't even. I'm glad you brought it up. G. So I'm going to just throw it out there right now. First of all, Deshaun Watson, over 300 today. Yeah, they lost.
385.
Patrick Mahomes, over 300, 3 touchdowns, 13 as a whole, second year.
Real quick, Jay Reed on YouTube wants a shout-out. What's up, Jay Reed?
What's up, Jay Reed? Was it Jeff Goff? Because Jeff Goff, 300, the dub. Carson Wentz comes out after sitting out how many games? After how long? 255, sacked 5 times.
And still get
W. Mitch Trubisky. I'll take some Mitch Trubisky right now. Like, he had 212 before halftime.
I asked you this. Is Dak Prescott the worst starting quarterback in the league right now?
I'm not going to say that right now.
I've been saying yes since week 1.
I'm not going to say that.
And that's because I did not see that improvement that we talked about.
Tyrod Taylor's not better than him.
I say they're about equal in my mind.
Maybe.
I feel like they have similar.
Is Baker Mayfield better than Dak Prescott?
No question. I don't think there's a doubt about it. I don't know. But since week 1, I've been saying Dak is the worst starting quarterback in the league right now. I'm talking over Ryan Tannehill, anybody you can name right now. You said Blake Bortles. I say Blake Bortles is better than Dak. And that's because we talked about it earlier in this show. We have not seen that improvement that we would hope to see going into year 3. I have not seen him get any better. If anything, he's gotten worse. So, in my mind right now, he's the worst quarterback in the league, and Mike Gons puts an exclamation point on it, and he says, Ryan Leaf, please come back. I don't know if he's that bad.
He ain't that bad.
Now, he's better than a Brandon Weeden or a Matt Castle or guys that we've had like that. He gives us a better chance to win than those guys. But as of right now, I mean, I just don't see – I don't know, man. It's rough. It's rough. Maybe I'm overreacting, but I've been saying it for a few weeks. A lot of people are going to disagree with me, but hey, that's just my opinion. Everybody has their own opinion. You're all entitled to that. We're just on a show here, but I can give you guys shout-outs. Like, let me see. Mike Gahn says his wide receivers are bum. Mm-hmm. Prescott TV says Dak has no weapons. How can you say he's worse in the league? Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm going back to last season too, not just this season. We didn't see much of a jump from last season either.
I mean, if you're really looking at quarterback play, folks, I know we don't have the greatest receivers, but our receiving core wasn't dope. What was the difference? We had Dez Bryant. That was the only difference. Is that not correct? And Jason Witten, but come on, folks. We know Witten was reliable, but he wasn't going past 10 yards. Let's keep it real. I mean,
but in my mind, he provided much more than that, but you're right on the field.
I'm just saying, on the field, I mean, nobody was scared of Witten anymore. They know he was going to do those underneath routes. And, okay, yeah, he go get the first down.
He's the blocker.
But how many times do we take 13 play drives to get 3 points? You know what I'm saying? Did you watch when we were watching the game today and when we had the ball, it was, 6 minutes left in the game? We're in a shotgun and we're throwing 4-yard passes. What the hell? You seen Russell Wilson go one-on-one with Brandon Marshall, throw a dime over Awuzie. Anticipation throws right there on the rope. Awuzie had perfect coverage. Dak won't throw that.
I'll be excited, well, I guess the anticipation to see what's going to change maybe when we get Bryce Butler back in there. That's kind of a guy everybody's forgetting about. At least we know Dak is not afraid. But wait, we know it's been proven. Dak likes to throw it deep to him, so maybe he'll just take some chances with him because that's what he did if you remember back to that Cardinals game last season. He's just chucking it down the field. There was no accuracy on them balls. He's just letting his guy go up and get it, and that's what we're not getting now. He's not even giving his guys a chance. Maybe he just don't trust anybody.
He has to. You know what I'm saying? He's the quarterback. He got to trust. He got to do something. You feel me? I've seen quarterbacks still make plays. That's all I got to say. I've still seen quarterbacks make play. Our line isn't atrocious. It's been bad. He's been sacked about maybe 2.5, maybe 3 sacks a game. So that does bother a quarterback. I cannot say it doesn't. He is getting hit. The line play hasn't been the greatest. This is true. But at the end of the day, quarterbacks still got to make some plays. You feel me? And I can't say anybody right now, well, maybe some people can, but I just don't feel right now when we get the ball and we're down maybe 7 to 10 points that we can come back and beat a team. I just don't feel it.
The Dallas prospect on YouTube comments and asks, have we talked about LVE yet?
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Go ahead, G. I got
No, go ahead. I was giving that to you.
Okay, yes, LVE. Didn't we say at the beginning of the show today? I said, G, specifically, I said all them other first-round picks are balling. I need LVE to ball out today. Yep. I said I need him to get at least 10 tackles when Sean Lee goes out. Did I not call this? I said Sean Lee is going to go out some part of the game with the hamstring, so LVE has to come in and get at least 10 tackles and play like the first-round pick. I said that specifically. Go back and look at the tape. Now, what happened? Sean Lee went out with his hamstring, and LVE had 11 tackles today. And he looked okay. He was there was a couple times he made some tackles behind the line of scrimmage, but he was very physical at the point of attack. In space, he makes tackles. They don't get past him. When he gets his hands on you, you're going down. So I will give him that. And he would look like he was a little lost sometimes when he was making some calls. Jalen Smith was helping him out, but you could see the physicality from Van Der Esch, and I was a little more excited to see that from him. He was very physical in this game, was almost in every play, had a couple plays behind the backfield. Guys almost got out of his reach, and he got him down, and that's a 6'5", 260-pound man getting in that backfield, making them tackles like that, looking like he's 6'1", 230. So you can definitely get excited if you see a little bit of jump in there, because I've been critical because I said we shouldn't have picked him at 19, but at the end of the day, he is the first-round pick. He looked good today. He had 7 tackles last week, so kudos. Can we give Van Der Esch a how about them Cowboys and some glory hole?
How about them Cowboys?
And so having said that, I want me some glory hole.
Hey, I just want to say, everybody who's commenting on Facebook and YouTube, we appreciate you. Make sure you guys are giving us that thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button.
Subscribe.
Don't leave us comments without hitting the thumbs up and subscribing to us. That just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
You guys are interacting with us. Let's get everything going here. Tim Warner says, why wasn't Bryce Butler immediately activated? I was kind of wondering the same thing. What do you think about that?
That's kind of crazy to me.
I
thought he would, because I'm sure he knows the playbook.
He should.
Yeah, he said the reason why he was happy to come back because he knew the playbook. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of clueless with that one. And once again, why is Terrence Williams there? You feel me? Like he is a foregone conclusion, yet we still hang on to him right now. They were talking about Deontay Thompson, or if you cut him before week 12, we can save our 4th-round draft pick with him or something like that. But you're going to keep Terrence Williams on the team, and he's a no factor, and he's not going to probably be with the team next year. So why are you keeping him? Because it makes no sense to cut him because you don't gain anything. Well, you're not gaining anything to keep him.
Still Dacking 52 on our YouTube comments. He says, what is Dak supposed to do when nobody can get open? Come on, guys. I mean, we've said this before. You got to be able to throw guys open in the NFL. They can't just magic. You just can't just wait for them to be open.
So everybody's covered every play.
Yes.
Like, come on, man. I've seen quarterbacks who
if they are, you throw them
plays.
Open.
They know how to make anticipation throws. Sometimes them guys ain't going to be open. You think everybody's going to be open every play, even some of the best receivers, they're not open every freaking play. At the end of the day, Dak's got to make plays. I'm not trying to throw all the trash on Dak. The play calling, the line play hasn't been the greatest. I get that. But at the end of the day, he still has to make plays in the passing game, and he's not. And if anybody tells me he is, that's just not true. Stats don't lie. He's averaging 165 yards passing the game. We're not going to win games like that. Not under 200 yards, and he had 168 today, but that was in garbage time. He had 113 yards going into that last drive. 113 yards passing, folks.
Like 50
He had
at
58 going in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
It was like midway through the third quarter, he had 58 yards passing. Now, are we going to keep blaming Scott Linehan for the bad play calling on every time we see Dak have a bad game? Like, how many we're going to blame Scott Linehan every game.
They're going to keep coming.
You're going to keep blaming Scott Linehan every time Dak doesn't throw for a good game. I'm not going to do that. I'm not.
Well,
you can. I'm not.
The good thing we can all look forward to is Jason Garrett usually will bounce back after losing, so
the Lions always be having our damn number, though.
we can look for 2-2. But that's the type of team that we have here. 2-2, 500, 8-8, whatever. The Dallas Prospect says Earl Thomas said after the game, quote, "If they were going to trade for me and extend me, they should have did it," end quote. And before we get on to that topic there, make sure you go subscribe to the Dallas Prospect on YouTube as well as Facebook for a lot of more Cowboys live streaming talk shows. So go check him out there. So what do you think about what Earl Thomas said there? He's right, isn't he?
He is right. I mean, but whose fault is that, though? Because probably Stephen Jones didn't want to extend because he didn't want to pay that money. He didn't want to do it. You know, they kept on playing around, and when they probably could have got him at a good price and extending them because they had the money to do it, they cut the people that they needed to cut, cut the fat that they figured that they needed to do. Jason was retired. You feel me? It was all set up for it to happen, and it didn't. So now it's not a coincidence. He comes in and thumbs it up in our face. 7 tackles, 2 interceptions. Like I said, takes a bow right in front of our bench.
Finish it off with the bow.
I mean, finish it off with the bow in front of our bench.
That one hurt.
Like that just pissed me off even more. Like, but you know what? We want to be scary. We always want to say we're okay with what we have. We're good with tight ends. You feel me? You had good tight ends that were in the draft, and I'm not hating on Dalton Schultz, but you had good tight ends that were ready. We still get those blocking tight ends. We won't go get a fast tight end. We go get a blocking tight end. And then when you drafted Chris Covington, the linebacker from Indiana, was no more than a special teams guy. You should have drafted another linebacker that was going to make a difference or something. Get those guys. And I'm not saying our draft has been bad because we done had some good drafts, but I'm just saying, folks.
Will Richards says talking about Dak, said he hasn't broke the 200-yard passing mark yet in the first 3 games. Matter of fact, Will, I think
we
that
go back
goes
to last year.
About 8 games.
When's the
now.
last time he's thrown over 200 yards?
I think 8 straight games.
I think, yes. He hasn't thrown over 200 yards in like 8 games, man.
And Richard Woodard on Facebook Live clears me up. He says it was 28 at the half, which is way worse. And Juan Madrid said, who's coming in as our quarterback next season?
I don't know, but you know what?
And then Hulk Logan says it won't matter if we still have these coaches.
It's the truth. But it ain't going to even matter if you still got Jerry running that shit. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. Forgive me. But it's just the truth. We can get another coach. It doesn't matter. It starts from the top. Did we not call this last year, G, when we were at the Philly game? When Philadelphia came to Dallas, what's the main thing we talked about on that show? Jerry Jones. Is that not correct? We said we ain't winning. Jack Poo, well, at least I did. You agree with a lot of it. But we said we ain't winning nothing with Jerry Jones still at the helm. And people don't want to say it. We want to believe in our hearts. I know y'all want to cheer when y'all at the stands and when y'all stand at the game. We cheering, want to believe in. But go back home and deep down and believe in your heart. Do you really think Jerry Jones going to win another Super Bowl, man?
You know how we know? Because we had the success with Jimmy Johnson, and it was in the prime of it, and then he wanted to cut it off.
Right, and that's what when you mess with history, when you mess with God, what God created.
Well, it's just like when we have success, he wants to
medal.
With it.
He wants to medal, and he
so-
wants to say it's his.
So we can't have it.
Right. So we can't have it because he's selfish. Just like he said, oh, ratings were down the first game. Well, that's all right. We had the top selling Cowboys ratings all last year. That's the first thing that comes out your mouth, dog. You know, you have the anthem thing, and I'm not going to jump on that, but you know why you did that. You know why. Because you don't want to lose money. And that's what it's about. Let's keep it real, dog. We talk about Dak Prescott. We can talk about this football, but at the end of the day, it starts with the head. It starts with the top. And as long as that dude is still doing what he's doing, meddling, doing the crazy, weird stuff, saying crazy stuff out of his head, we ain't winning nothing. I don't know why we not winning nothing, at least in my heart. We're not winning nothing. And you can tell me we are. That's cool. And if we do, you can say you're eating crow. I don't care. You can say I am. But I'm still a supporter of the Cowboys. But I don't believe we're winning anything no more with Jerry Jones.
Elton Lawson on Facebook Live says, at what point in the season would Dallas seriously consider firing Jason Garrett? Would it have to be 1-5, 1-6?
It had to be like a 1-7. Like right, I don't know when our bye week.
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
Well, maybe you might be right about that. 1-7. Yeah,
1-7.
That's about what it took to fire Wade Phillips.
I think if we like 1-7, he done lost the team.
Oh yeah. That's what happened with Wade that year. He didn't have a locker room no more.
Wade, but you know what? Like I said, I never believed we was going to win a Super Bowl with Wade. I mean, with Romo, I was like, yes. But I'm telling you, when we played that game against the Giants, I was so spooked because I just had that feeling.
Yeah.
You know when we play them games, G, when you just have that feeling.
Yep.
We know our team. I know my team, and I've been a Cowboys fan for over 40 years. So I know my team, and I just feel it sometimes, but I was feeling good today, so let me just shut up because I guess I don't know. Because I was saying, ooh, I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling good today. And then as soon as I seen the first 3 plays, I'm like, we suck right now.
Matt Shelby says, are we live, guys? Yes, we're live. We're about to wrap this thing up, though. We just appreciate everybody who's been tuning in. If you guys missed it, he had a great rant to start off the show. As soon as we're done here, you can go back to the beginning and watch it right here on Facebook Live and YouTube. So make sure you do that if you want to see some good frustration taken out on this team. Some immediate raw reaction. Skip on our YouTube says he's going to stop buying Cowboys gear and going to games and make a statement. Otherwise, Jerry will continue to be Jerry.
You ain't lying. I mean, it's the truth. I love my team, but it's the truth. It is. The only way he's going to ever listen and make serious changes is people like, you know what, we're not going to stand for this. You keep putting this out here, and it's not right because we should be winning games. We should be closer than we are. And it just seems like it's 1 step forward, 2 steps back with us.
Here's another example of Jerry breaking up success. 2014, Romo, Dez, Witten, Murray, those guys were rolling going into that next season. I understand.
He started with getting rid of Murray.
You get rid of Murray, and that just destroys the
chemistry.
It was over. Romo gets hurt, and then there it is.
It was over. It was over.
So you just all because you didn't want to re-sign that guy to keep that train rolling.
We had the triplets, right? Everybody was screaming the triplets. We just had record years with 2014. We just had record years, G. Record. Dez sets a record for most touchdowns in a season. Murray has most rushing yards in a season. Romo plays lights out. That was like our Super Bowl year. We had the bull crap catch thing. But at the end of the day, we were feeling good going into 2015. Like, yes, that contract thing was staying up. And we were just like, man, they ain't going to pay him. They ain't going to pay him. He didn't pay him that money. It was kind of like you felt the air come out of the team because it was like Murray was the trifecta that we needed. It didn't matter if he wasn't like the all-world $100 million back. He was what we needed to keep that train rolling.
Right.
But what did they do? No, we ain't going to pay you that money. We're not going to overpay players. We're not going to do that anymore. It's the new Dallas way. Well, you messed up that chemistry, just like you said. First, out the gate, Dez gets hurt. Then Romo gets hurt. Our season is over. And once again, you meddled and messed up it again. And I don't care. We can say all we want. As I said before, we can say all we want. But Jerry is still doing the same dumb things. And as long as he does it, we ain't winning no Super Bowl, folks. We not.
All right, one more time. Just want to thank everybody who tuned in today. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, enjoyed this post-game reaction. Again, we're live here every Sunday, pre- and post-game show. If you wanted us to talk about something and you didn't hear it, check back this video after we get done here. You can look back. I'm sure we hit on everything that we could think of to talk about tonight. And don't forget to tune back in next week, and we'll have some more stuff in the works coming for you guys too. A couple things maybe throughout the week that we can post. Again, if you're on YouTube, make sure you give us that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And if you're on Facebook Live, go over there and subscribe there too. Turn on your notifications and give us a thumbs up as well. We appreciate everybody who tuned in tonight. And any final thoughts for you?
I mean, I'm just going to go home. I'm just going to be angry. I'm going to be pissed. It's going to be just a bad week. We got to throw it away and get ready for them Lions because, they're going to be hyped up. It's a home game. We got to bring it because the Lions, they always play us tough. And I don't know. I'm just frustrated because I'm tired of the same old thing. That's my last words. I'm tired of the same old thing.
Tim Tenachik, just a couple last few shout-outs here. Let me get some names in here and some comments before we bounce out of here. Tim Tenachik says, love watching your guys' show. #facts. We appreciate you, Tim. Thanks for tuning in, as always. Richard Alonzo, thank you. Paul Lee, Dallas Shabazz, Darren Williams, Annette, Dean Roberts, Mama T, Darren Williams again, Dave DeLeon, Eugene Fisher, Michael Ray, thanks for your comments, even though we disagreed on a lot of stuff there. Charles Moon, everybody who's checked us out tonight. Muggs Maxwell just got in there.
What's up,
we
Muggs?
Appreciate you.
Shout out to everybody.
And then a couple more over here on YouTube. Christopher Tillman, Dakota Hera, Matt Shelby says he loves the show. Thank you. Jared Johnson, Eagles fan, get out of here. Mike Gons, Fane JP, everybody who tuned in as always on YouTube, Jerry Petros, every week. We appreciate you guys. Again, subscribe. Come back every week. We're here talking Cowboys with you. This is your platform, Voice of the Fans. And until next week, that's Big Game James.
That's producer G Voltron.
And the show is over.